Today, we're remembering Arturo Gatti Jr., the 17-year-old son of boxing icon Arturo "Thunder" Gatti, whose promising life was cut short in a heartbreaking turn that echoes his father's own mysterious end. His death on October 7, 2025, has left the boxing world reeling, sparking grief and questions about a family marked by loss. We're covering it all: the shocking details of his cause of death, his family dynamics, his age, net worth, girlfriend, and a full biography of a young man chasing his dad's legacy. This is gonna be a long, emotional tribute packed with stories, tributes from the boxing community, and the raw reality of a life that ended way too soon. Whether you're a fan of Arturo Sr.'s epic fights, curious about the Gatti saga, or just here to honor a kid with big dreams, grab a tissue, get comfy, and let's dive into the story of Arturo Gatti Jr. Here we go. Let's start from the beginning with Arturo Gatti Jr.'s biography, because even though his time was brief, it was filled with the shadow of greatness and a drive to make his own mark in the squared circle. Arturo Gatti Jr. was born on January 10, 2008, in Las Vegas, Nevada, the son of legendary boxer Arturo "Thunder" Gatti and his second wife, Amanda Rodrigues, a Brazilian former dancer. Coming into the world just months before his father's tragic death, Arturo Jr. was thrust into a legacy of glory and grief from day one. Arturo Sr., the Italian-Canadian brawler known for his 12-round wars and 3-division world titles, married Amanda in a Vegas ceremony in 2007 after a whirlwind romance. Little Arturo was their miracle baby, born amid the highs of his dad's career and the undercurrents of personal struggles. When Arturo Sr. was found dead in a Brazilian hotel room on July 11, 2009, at age 37, ruled a suicide by hanging after initial murder suspicions cleared Amanda, Arturo Jr. was only 10 months old. Amanda, cleared of wrongdoing, packed up their life and moved to Mexico, raising her son in a quieter world far from the ring's roar, but close enough to the dream. Growing up in Mexico, Arturo Jr. was surrounded by his mother's love and the echoes of his father's fame. Amanda, who worked as a stripper before meeting Arturo Sr., turned her life around after the tragedy, focusing on her son and keeping the Gatti name alive through memories and stories. Arturo Jr. was a typical teen, into video games, hanging with friends, and dreaming big, but boxing called early. Inspired by videos of his dad's knockouts against the likes of Mickey Ward, he started training at local gyms in Cancun, showing flashes of that Gatti fire with quick hands and a never-back-down attitude. By 15, he was sparring with pros, posting clips on Instagram of mitt work and bag sessions, captioning them "Thunder in Training." He wasn't a pro yet, no official fights or contracts, but scouts whispered about potential, seeing the family DNA in his footwork and power. Arturo Jr. lived a low-key life in Mexico, attending school and balancing team stuff with gym time, always with Amanda's guidance. His final days were spent in his apartment, where he was found on October 7, 2025. Fans who followed his social media remembered a kid with heart, posting, "Arturo Jr. was gonna be Thunder, gone at 17, but his spirit fights on." Now, the part that's got everyone talking and hearts breaking: Arturo Gatti Jr.'s cause of death. On Tuesday, October 7, 2025, the 17-year-old was found dead in his apartment in Mexico, hanging from a rope, a method eerily similar to his father's 2009 suicide in Brazil. Arturo Sr. was discovered hanged in a hotel room in Puerto de Galinhas while vacationing with Amanda and baby Arturo, initially ruled homicide but later deemed suicide after Amanda was cleared. The parallels are chilling. Arturo Jr. was found by his mother, Amanda Rodrigues, who was present at the scene, just like with his dad. Details are scarce as the investigation unfolds, but authorities have ruled it a suicide, with no foul play suspected. Amanda, devastated, hasn't spoken publicly, but close friend and Arturo Sr.'s former bodyguard Chuck Zito broke the news on Instagram, writing, "RIP to 17-year-old Arturo Gatti Jr., who was found hanging in an apartment in Mexico yesterday." The same way they found his father dead in an apartment in Brazil. The boxing community is in shock. Promoters like Golden Boy and fans are sharing old Gatti Sr. highlights, wondering about the family curse. X is flooded with grief and conspiracy theories, posts like, "Arturo Jr. at 17, same way as dad?" Heartbreaking legacy, but the official word is suicide. Amanda, who raised him alone after Gatti Sr.'s death, is left to grieve her only child. It's a tragedy that hits like a knockout punch, reminding us of the shadows fame can cast on families. Arturo Jr. was 17 when he passed, born January 10, 2008, a number that feels devastatingly young for someone just starting to chase his own thunder. At around 5 feet 9 inches with a lean, athletic build from gym sessions, he had that Gatti intensity in his eyes and a smile that hinted at untapped charisma. Fans on X remembered, 17 and Arturo Jr. was already a fighter, gone before his first bell. Girlfriend? Arturo Gatti Jr. had no public girlfriend or wife at the time of his death. At 17, he was focused on training and school in Mexico, keeping his personal life private away from social media drama. No confirmed relationships or engagements, he posted mostly about boxing clips and family memories, with friends saying he was all about the grind. Amanda kept him sheltered from the spotlight, and any teen crushes stayed just that. Fans on X speculated lightly, but it's clear his world was family and the ring. Arturo Jr.'s heart was for the gloves, love would have come, they posted. Family? Arturo Jr.'s family was small but fierce, centered on his mom Amanda Rodrigues, the Brazilian widow who raised him through the storm of his father's death. Amanda, a former dancer and stripper who met Arturo Sr. in 2006, married him in Vegas in 2007 and was with him in Brazil when he died in 2009. Cleared of murder charges after an initial probe, she took baby Arturo to Mexico, building a new life far from the tragedy. She's his everything, the one who drove him to gyms, cooked Brazilian feijoada for birthdays, and shielded him from the media glare. Arturo Sr. had other children, daughter Sophia from his first marriage to Misty, but Arturo Jr. grew up mostly with Amanda as his sole parent. No siblings close by, but extended family in Brazil and Canada kept ties through visits. Amanda's been his rock, and after his death, she's vowed to honor his memory by supporting young boxers. Fans on X said, Amanda raised a thunder kid alone, her strength is Gatti level. Kids. Arturo Gatti Jr. had no kids. At 17, he was a teen navigating life, training, and dreams, not fatherhood. His focus was the ring, following his dad's path, with Amanda guiding him every step. No reports of relationships leading to family, and his youth left that chapter unwritten. Fans on X reflected, Arturo Jr.'s legacy is potential, a dad someday, but gone before. Net worth? As a 17-year-old aspiring boxer, Arturo Jr.'s net worth was minimal, under $50,000 at most, from small sponsorships or family support. Living with Amanda in Mexico, he wasn't earning big, no pro fights or contracts yet. The Gatti family fortune from Arturo Sr. was tied up in disputes. Amanda won a $3.4 million settlement in 2011 after battles with Gatti's mother and exes, but Arturo Jr. lived simply, training and schooling. No assets or investments, his wealth was dreams and drive. Fans on X said, Arturo Jr.'s worth was his fire, money comes later. Lifestyle? Arturo Jr.'s life was a teen dream of boxing grind and family love in Mexico. At 5 feet 9 inches with a fighter's build, he trained daily, mitt work, sparring, road runs, eating lean proteins and Mexican tacos for fuel. Style was casual street, hoodies, sneakers, and Gatti senior tees. He lived in a modest Cancun apartment with Amanda, driving her old Honda Civic for gym trips. Socially, he was the quiet kid, hangs with local boxers, video games with cousins. Hobbies included watching old Gatti fights and dreaming of Vegas. In 2025, at 17, he was on the cusp. Fans on X said, Arturo Jr.'s life was pure potential, gym, grit, family. Challenges? Growing up without his dad was huge. Amanda shielded him from the 2009 suicide probe, but the shadow lingered. Aspiring to box meant pressure to live up to thunder, with early losses testing him. X post said, Arturo Jr. fought shadows, brave kid. In summary, Arturo Gatti Jr., 17, died by suicide by hanging on October 7, 2025, in Mexico. No wife or kids, his family was mom Amanda Rodrigues, with a minimal net worth. His biography, Son of Thunder Chasing the Ring, is a spark that endures. What's your memory of Gatti Sr.? Drop it in comments. Like to honor Jr., share with boxing fans. Want more on Gatti legacy? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Keep fighting. Peace. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss our deep dives into the lives of boxing's next generation and the legends who paved the way. Today, we're remembering Arturo Gatti Jr., the 17-year-old son of the electrifying Thunder Gatti, whose young life held so much promise in the ring before it was tragically cut short. His death on October 7, 2025, has echoed the heartbreaking circumstances of his father's passing, leaving the boxing community in grief and reflection. We're covering it all: the shocking details of his cause of death, his family dynamics, his age, net worth, girlfriend, and a full biography of a teen who was just stepping into his father's massive shoes. This is gonna be a long, emotional tribute packed with stories from the Gatti legacy, tributes from the sport, and the kid who dreamed of thunder. Whether you're a fan of Arturo Sr.'s wars with Mickey Ward, curious about the family saga, or here to honor a life that deserved more rounds, grab a tissue, get comfy, and let's dive into the story of Arturo Gatti Jr. Here we go. Let's start from the beginning with Arturo Gatti Jr.'s biography, because even in his short time, he was already carving a path in a sport defined by his dad's roar. Arturo Gatti Jr. was born on January 10, 2008, in Las Vegas, Nevada, the son of the legendary boxer Arturo "Thunder" Gatti and his second wife, Amanda Rodrigues, a Brazilian former dancer who became his mom at just 10 months old when tragedy struck the family. Growing up in the shadow of his father's fame, Arturo Jr. was thrust into a world of gloves and glory from infancy. Arturo Sr., the Italian-Canadian brawler with a heart as big as his punches, had won world titles in 3 weight classes and fought some of the most epic wars in boxing history, like the trilogy with Mickey Ward that inspired the movie The Fighter. But on July 11, 2009, Arturo Sr. was found dead in a hotel room in Porto de Galinhas, Brazil, during a family vacation, hanged, ruled a suicide after initial murder suspicions against Amanda were cleared. Baby Arturo was there with his mom, just 10 months old, when the world shattered. Amanda, who had met Arturo Sr. in 2006 and married him in Vegas in 2007, packed up their life and moved to Cancun, Mexico, to raise her son away from the media storm and give him a chance at normalcy. In summary, Arturo Gatti Jr., 17, died by suicide on October 7, 2025. No girlfriend or kids, his family was mom Amanda, minimal net worth. His biography, Son of Thunder, endures. Favorite Gatti Sr. fight? Comment below, like to honor Jr., share with fans. More on Gattis? Let me know. Thanks for watching, keep thundering. Peace.